Our time's now 6:05, and on your Tuesday morning, we are exactly 2 weeks away from the 2022 midterm election. This morning, I am live here near Fiserv Forum, a new spot this year for you to cast your ballot, starting with in-person early voting today. So according to MyVote, voters may register in person in their municipal clerk's office until 5 p.m. on November 4th. To vote in Wisconsin, you will need a form of photo ID. And according to the Wisconsin Elections Commission, a driver's license, state ID card, military ID, U.S. passport, or tribal ID are all acceptable. And the city of Milwaukee is looking to recruit poll workers, also known as election inspectors, ahead of the November general election. Just last week, officials in Milwaukee said they need about 100 poll workers. And last night, I asked the director of the Election Commission how many they have right now. She said they are in good shape, but are still accepting applications. Yesterday, I also spoke with one election inspector who became an inspector in 2010. She started as a special deputy registrar, helping people register. Then she became a bilingual election inspector. And now she has another title, an election chief, providing access to the polls and leading staff at her particular voting site. I asked her why it's been so important for her to be a part of this process for over a decade.
I just feel like protecting our democracy is important, and that people want to be involved, and the best way to be involved is to be an election inspector and see everything that actually goes into the elections and how safe and fair and clean they are in Wisconsin.
You heard her talk about being involved there, and if you are interested in becoming a poll worker, keep in mind they are paid. They get $220 for a full day shift and $113 for a half day shift on election day. They are also paid $30 for attending training and $15 for being bilingual. And as we have been gathering content leading up to Election Day, you may remember I spoke with voters and non-voters on Milwaukee's South Side, as many in the city have been pushing people in the Latino community to let their voices be heard by casting their ballot. There have been events held in Milwaukee with tools available urging the Latino community to register and vote. Molly Keither-Steele, who you just heard from there, speaks both English and Spanish. She says there is a big need for bilingual election inspectors.
Our ballots are printed in English and in Spanish, so that helps. But just having somebody, if you have a question, whether it's about registering or how to fill out your ballot, it's nice to be able to have somebody who can speak the same language as you to really help walk you through that process.
And the need isn't just for English and Spanish speakers. The Election Commission is also in need of people fluent in Hmong. There are more than a dozen voting locations in the city of Milwaukee. You can see the full list right there on your screen right now. New this year, as I mentioned, Fiserv Forum, where we are live from this morning, and hours may vary at each location. And you can find those hours and more voting resources, including what's on your ballot, on our website, tmj4.com/vote. Tom?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of people fired up for this midterm election, more than we normally see for midterms. So we'll be interesting to see how many people turn out to the polls and the early voting that's already now opening today here in Milwaukee. Simone, thank you. We'll see you in just a bit.